And we're live here on the Southern Hockey Network. My name's Gavin Coker, joined by Noah Gabryluk. The OG commentators are back on the broadcast for tonight's doubleheader. So we've got an exciting matchup to start it off. Senior Mocs taking on the Moose. Noah, what are we looking for in today's matchup?
Well, the Senior Mocs last game, the 4-1 win over the Ugly Pucklings. They're going to look to continue that momentum going into tonight's matchup with the Moose. Their first matchup for their first game of the season. They're looking to get some momentum going on their schedule.
And let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Senior Mocs. The forward group, Jonah Bowden, Ben Johnson, Craig Christie. Patrolling the blue line, you got John Brandt, Kyle Russell, and in between the pipes, Luis Ortiz. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Moose. Along that forward pair, you got Bill Barra, Daniel Godfrey, Nick Barley, Matt Witt, Jason Stevens on the blue line with Brett Newmeyer in between the pipes. So should be a good one. Luis Ortiz only gave up one in his previous game. Talked about getting his goals against average down when I interviewed him at the end of that one. So we should have a good one in store. Both teams collecting the warm-up pucks and getting set to go.
Tell who the team players are by who picks up the pucks at the end of warm-ups.
Well, sometimes it's being a team player, and if it's college hockey, it's the last one to practice. So it kind of depends, but nonetheless, got the free agent and Russell over there picking up the pucks.
Just trying to do what he can for the boys. And the ladies as well.
Absolutely. Getting this one ready to go. And the Moose coming off their first championship win last season. Got a 2-1 victory versus the Ice Brothers. Are also the longest running team, founded in 2020 and still kicking it in the PAC AHL League. Senior Mocs come away with it. Jonah Bowden driving in 3-on-1. A shot. That one goes back behind. An early shot. Now Ben Johnson out to Bowden. Can't find it. A shot and they score!
Nice play there from Ben Johnson. Just throwing the puck to the front of the net, and luckily it was there, and the Senior Mocs on the board early.
You talked about getting back into the momentum and taking advantage of some of it early in this one. And that's a good start to this game, as that one almost flips up into the Moose's bench. Now Godfrey skating after it. Chipped out of the zone. That was Jennifer Burnett. Right D pairing. Now the captain, Ben Johnson, back for it. Flips it up the boards to Jonah Bowden. Pass across. Chasing after it. Looking for a second goal of the game. Another shot. That one's saved. It's still loose. And we're going to get a whistle. Newmeyer getting the cover.
And again, we're seeing that play behind the net, just throwing the puck in front. This time it was Bowden to Johnson. But again, a nice save by Newmeyer.
And if you have it on your bingo card that we're going to say downtown Dion Brown, well, congratulations. It's your lucky day. Count that as a free space. He was out there for the face-off. Becoming a local celebrity here at the PAC. As Brandt chips it up the boards, and he's going to take a light check there from Carmack. Carmack keeping him on his feet, giving him a little hug, make sure he didn't go down onto the ice. It's now pass to the slot out of the reach of Dion Brown. Now up the other way are the Moose. Godfrey, a chip play, and now a 2-on-0. King Louie makes the save. It's still loose and able to reach back and cover that one with the glove.
Godfrey saying, I'm going to take that one myself. And Ortiz able to follow that one. And that almost got by him, but he was able to reach back and he was able to cover that one up.
Yeah, didn't like how the first game of the season went, and ever since then, been on a tear, making big saves, and that's another one there, as that was almost able to tie the game up by the Moose. Now a little friendly fire. Brandt trying to kick it out of the zone, stays in. Now Godfrey, and what a stick check there. That's for Gretzky out there, and now downtown Dion Brown shoots, save. Looks like Newmeyer able to cover that one up. Looked like it was labeled 5-hole in the back of the net, but able to make a save on a sharp angled shot.
Yeah, just throwing that one to the net. And Newmeyer's teammates were like, yeah, cover that one up. Let's get a whistle. Let's get some fresh skaters out onto the ice.
If you've been listening long enough, you know my favorite thing to say is put pucks on net. You got to make the goalie make a save, and that was an example of it right there for the senior Mocs. Russell keeps it in, tries to chip it to the far corner. And now up the other way, McLovin wearing the number 21 jersey for the Moose, driving it up, forced out wide by Jennifer Burnett. Now down low into the corner, pass to the slot. Witt not able to get a shot away. Was in the slot. You can see Carmack calling for it to get out to the point. Steven not able to get it on his stick, and now the free agent the other way overskates it. Misses it with the stick there, pass to the slot, taken away by the Moose. Out to the blue line. Chipped up the boards. Jennifer Burnett back for it. Skates it back behind the goalie.
Yeah, I think it got stuck in the ice there behind Ortiz.
You could see her as she was skating back, smoothing it down as Ben Johnson's going to chase. No icing. A pass to the slot. Russell skates into it. He gets a shot away. It goes wide. Putting that one from the blue line. Ben Johnson trying to cycle it back around the boards out to the point for Russell. Russell shoots, hits off a Moose. Burnett's going to skate into it. She keeps it in. Well, shovel pass, a shot. That one saved. Now circling back. Pass to the point. Another shot. That one goes wide. It's Jonah Bowden out there. Looks like he's got a jersey on backwards, inside out now. So something we haven't seen too much. As now McLovin, stick check by Burnett, and now Russell gets a stick in the skate, and you can see a fan down to our right wants a tripping call, but ref's letting that one go. Jason Cribbs, one of the officials in this one.
I made sure to tell him to call a good game out there, keep it tight, nothing too wild going out onto the ice.
Had a game last week where we had a little bit of a screaming match and had to give 2 10s. As that one's saved by Newmeyer, and he's just going to lay down on that one, get the whistle. A little bit of a delayed whistle there, but gets the whistle regardless.
And that one might have been free a little bit. That's why the official delayed.
Yeah, Newmeyer laying down on that one, just making sure he gets that whistle blown.
Yeah, that's called a snowman, Gavin.
Well, it is cold in here. You probably could build a snowman, but this is hockey, and so trying to keep this one moving are the Mocs. They win that faceoff, keep it in the zone. It's now battled down low in the corner. Jose Lopez battling down there. Has a goal in this one already on that early goal, 14 seconds into the game. Since then, a little bit more even, both sides with some good opportunities. Now a turnover, Brandt on the stick, forced out wide, but able to stick with it. Now Jonah Bowden kept in there by Ben Johnson. He'll dump it deep, pass to the slot, out of the reach of Lopez. Regretzky skates into it. A shot, that one goes wide. Looks like maybe Newmeyer got a piece of it. Now Bowden comes away with it, and we're going to see a slam there. That was Barley taking a little fall there. Johnson around the boards trying to get the cycle working. Sent out of the zone. Refs arm up for icing. And we're going to, no, waved off. Cribbs wanted to blow it dead, but sent back down the other way. Craig after it. A little bit of miscommunication there. Cribbs had the whistle in his mouth, was ready to blow it, but eventually it got waved off.
Yeah, just a little bit of inconsistency between his partner. So, you know, when that usually happens, I think Cribbs' partner there is a little bit more tenure. So the call will go his way.
It's now almost Brandt sliding into King Louis. Dion Brown able to get there, but not outshot. That one saved. It's Dion Brown. Didn't even get through to King Louis, and King Louis happy about that one. And now Dion Brown gets on his horse. Driving down, pushed out to the faceoff dot, looking for a pass. Wrap around. Shoots it sharp angled, not able to get the angle and put it in the back of the net. Moose come away with it. Chipped up, but not out. Now they clear it. Carmack skating into it. And now Godfrey shoots, and what a stick by Brandt, forcing it back behind to the corner.
Yeah, Godfrey's had a couple of rush chances here in this first period, but the senior Mocs able to keep him contained.
It's only a matter of time if you're the Moose before you kind of start to feel like you're going to get one. As this one rolls down, no icing, Witt back for it, plays it back around the boards. Dion Brown comes away with it. Tried to get it to the point. And now up the other way. Mick Lovin drives in, toe drag move, and we're going to see our first penalty of the game. Looks like we're going to see a slash there. Cribbs laying down the law.
Hearing a couple of boos as well from the crowd. But yeah, just ended up clipping the Moose player as they're cutting across the middle of the ice. And so it'll be Kyle Russell sitting for a minute 30.
They're going to get him for an early penalty. So a power play. So it is going to end up being 2 minutes for Russell. Chance for the Moose. "15 minutes gone. Mocs get a clear."
It's a great opportunity for the Moose. I think they've been hemmed in their own zone a little bit by the senior Mocs, and it's a great chance to tie this one up.
You just want to get the cycle going as McLovin's back out there, drew the penalty, gets it back behind the net, pressured by Bowden. He's going to take a spill. Puck's loose in the slot, trying to come away with it. Are the Moose going to get a pass to the slot? A good read there. That one shot, gets blocked by Bowden in front. Tries to get it out. Mocs still looking to get it out. Ben Johnson tried to flip it out. Now barely. A little bit of friendly fire there, trying to get out of the way. Pass to McLovin, out of the reach. And now Jonah Bowden the other way. A 2-on-1, but he overskated it along the boards. And now taken away by the Moose. 43 seconds left to go on the power play. Craig skating up ice. Fenceman on the backhand. King Louis had to make a save there. Bowden tries to get it out, bounces over the stick. It's going to escape the zone. Now Witt with it. It's going to drop it to Craig. They'll slow things down. 20 seconds left on the power play. And Jonah Bowden kind of took himself out there. A shot, that one gets blocked in front. It's Captain Ben Johnson getting in the way of that one. Now a pass out of the zone. Witt keeping it in just along the blue line, but eventually it does escape the zone. That's going to do it for the power play. Russell's out of the box. Senior Mocs getting the first kill. What could be maybe the only penalty of the game. Haven't seen too many so far this season in most of the games.
Yeah, you don't typically see too many penalties. You know, you get the occasional trip like we saw there. As King Louis, as you call him, makes the save there.
And he's feeling good. Like I said, mentioned in that last game, only gave up 1 goal. And is looking to continue that streak. Talked about his GAA being a little high. Mentioned it to me in that interview. Tried to bring it down. He's sitting at a 4 right now. Would love to continue to drop that. Maybe get the first shutout of the year. trying to clear it out of the zone, are the Mocs. They're going to dump it in. Witt chasing back for it, pressured by free agent and Dion Brown. Now sent around the boards. Regretzky gets it in the skates. He's going to shoot from the blue line. That was a bomb. Dialed that one up. Now the Mocs the other way. Godfrey. But Brandt's going to win the race. Godfrey putting pressure on the forecheck. And Brandt gets away with it for a second but crashes into the boards. Maybe the legs got out from under him. Moving a little too fast out there. It's now passed to the point. Brandt back for it. Down low, sends it around the boards, trying to get the clear. Stevens going to skate into it, and we're going to get a rest arm up for offsides. Moose able to touch up, get onside. Minute 26 left to go. A shot, and King Louis getting the cover.
Again, another chance there for Godfrey. He's been all over the ice in this first period. We're starting to see some offensive zone time from the Moose.
Like I said, it's a matter of time. This team's got a lot of momentum late in this first period. Still got 24 left to go after this period, so you're feeling good if you're the Moose. You're only down one. Gave up an early goal, but have responded defensively and offensively. As a shot by Craig, that one's going to go wide in the net.
That one's played back to the point and moved down low below the goal line. Battling behind Ortiz. And that one's in front. That's off the boards and out in center ice. That's Craig with it. And now turnover there, and it's played back up the near side boards by the Moose. Back to Brandt. Looking for a player up ice. He finds Dion Brown. That one's played ahead. Nice move there. Now played up the boards. Chipped out all the way down. Will that make it for an icing as we've got about 15 seconds left in the first period? Doesn't make it all the way past the goal line, so no icing call. A nice move there by Brandt. Tried to play that one up to Brown as time will tick away. And that'll do it for the first period. The senior Mocs leading 1-0. We're going to have a short break here between the first and second. And just in a moment, we'll go down to Gavin for a intermission interview.
So I'm down here at ice level. Bill Barr is 74 years young. How's it feel to be out here today?
As long as I'm out here, I'm good. Yeah. It's good. Yep, real good.
Guys won a championship last year in your 5th year as a team. How's that feel?
Really good. Since I've been with the team almost since the beginning, it's really good, especially for me.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining me. Good luck in the second period.
Thank you very much.
And that was Bill Barra, as Gavin just mentioned, 74 years young. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're still playing at that age. Not many people can do that, so that's great to see. And especially, in this, at this skill level too, might be demotivating sometimes, trying to get into something new, but again, awesome to see that from Bill. As we get set for the second period here, and Gavin making his way back up to the broadcast booth.
And what an opportunity that was to talk with Bill Barra. 74 years old. He's been with the team since it started. Feels good to be out there. Mentioned winning that championship felt really good. He's definitely well beloved in the league, and so what an honor it was to get to talk to him down at ice level.
And you could see too when he started to come over to you, everyone was cheering him on. So that's awesome. That's great to see.
It's all about the veterans of the game. here at the Polk Athletic Complex. Second period brought to you by the Slapshot Bar and Grill here at the Polk Athletic Complex, keeping us fed during the broadcast. If you're looking for a place to eat, come out to the rink, catch a skate, get a burger, some wings. No better food you'll find here in Polk County. As we're going to get set to go here, both teams back out on the ice. You can see some fist bumps as the teams switch side. King Louis is going to head down to our left. Newmeyer's taking over to our right. As we get set for the second period, puck's dropped. We are underway. Senior Mocs still have a 1-goal lead in this one. It's McLovin with a good drop pass to Godfrey. A shot saved for a moment, and what a defensive play there by Jennifer Burnett. Able to find the puck there, keep it off of McLovin's stick, and the Mocs up the other way. Pass to the slot. Stick there by Godfrey, getting back on the back check. Now backhand pass by Johnson to Russell. Starting to see the chemistry start to grow between the senior Mocs squad. So that one's wrapped back behind the net. Lopez back for it. Turned away by Stevens, sends it up the boards. Trying to clear it are the Moose. Mocs come away with it. Pass to the slot, no one home. Witt up the far side. Pass to the slot for Godfrey. That one off of a stick there in the lane. Once again, defense for the senior Mocs have the answer. This one down the ice. And now Jonah Bowden comes away with it. Between the legs move, showing off the flare there, but the Moose able to move it up the other way.
Yeah, nifty move there from senior Mocs.
Now a pass into the corner, no icing. Bowden sends it around the boards, but not able to get it out. Pass to the slot. Moose was there, but Bowden gets a stick and then a stick lift on Witt. Godfrey, pass to the slot, just out of the reach of McLovin, who was crashing down towards the net. Now Bowden recovers it. 10-10 left to go. Icing waved off as Craig's back for it. That puck rolling slowly back behind the goalie line. Free agent fresh off the bench tried to play that one. And now Godfrey is skating it up on the backhand. Cuts back. Has the puck taken away. Comes out of the Mock zone. Now McLovin head on a swivel, gets the pass away. Now a chance for Patrick Jones, and we're going to get another penalty. And this looks like it's... The Moose touched it, but we're going to see who's going to the box. So it looks like we're going to see a penalty against the senior Mocs.
Yeah, not sure who that is, as he does not have a number.
Well, and it's still early in the season, so a lot of these teams have got some free agents. I heard there were some trades over the course of the offseason to fill out some rosters, so players still looking to get some jerseys.
Yeah, the player GMs working the phones in the offseason. You see that in every beer league.
Sometimes it's over drinks at a restaurant. You never know. I saw one was on a napkin, so you never know what you're going to see in beer league. But we've seen a couple of trades over the course of the offseason. As Jones is back for the Moose, 20 seconds off of the power play. Moose using the slow approach, getting some passing, a shot. That one goes wide. King Louis just watched that one go by, turn around, doing a good job tracking the puck. Moose keep it in for a moment, pass to the slot. King Louis was ready to drop for that one. Talk about focusing on the puck. There's now a chance for Russell, who skates into it. On Newmeyer, shot saved by Newmeyer. Russell was crashing down there looking for a bomb.
Yeah, Russell just moments away from completing that play. Blocks a shot going to the net with one hand on his stick, and then he takes it all the way up the ice, and he's in all alone. What a nice save by Newmeyer.
So now we're going to see the puck up the ice by Craig. Shot that one off of Brandt and had to be saved by King Louis. Got the pad on it. That was a dangerous bounce. Now Jones dumps it in. No icing. Regretzky back for it. Wearing the number 99 out here for the senior Mocs. Slows it down, looking for a stretch pass. Gets it to Brandt. Nice little touch there. And now driving downhill. Shot! And just trickles out of an open net. What a save by Newmeyer.
Oh, he was coming down with speed, but now here come the Moose the other way.
Witt driving in, splits the defense. A backhand try and a save by King Louis. Two grade A opportunities on both ends, and the goalies making big plays as the Mocs get the power, kill the power play for the Moose.
Yeah, back and forth action here in this one.
Now Ben Johnson fresh off the bench, and we're going to see an icing called. So this one's going to come down the other way. Probably ruling that Johnson wasn't off the bench before the puck was sent down, but looks like maybe the players thought we were getting a center ice face-off, but Cribbs is ready to go in that face-off dot to the right of King Louis Ortiz. $7:19 left to go in the second period. That one just over the net. King Louis was ready with the glove. I believe it was Jose Lopez who got the first goal of the game. That's his first goal of the season. Had 2 assists this season, but scored his first goal. So congratulations to Lopez getting the first goal. Now Lopez trying to move it up. Now the Moose trying to clear it from their own zone. Bowden keeps it in for him in. Now Lopez dumps it to the corner. A little pushing and shoving there. Witt comes away with it. And now gets it to McLovin, who kicks it up to Godfrey. Godfrey and McLovin have had a number of opportunities looking for the pass to McLovin, who was crashing down into the slot. Definitely tells some set plays between those two. Have talked it over. Seen that a number of times. And now Jonah Bowden going to flip it out of the zone. And that one's going to be blown dead for an icing.
Yeah, and that's just all about talking things out, on the bench when you're not out on the ice. Just trying to think of things that you can do when you're out there. That's definitely a dynamic duo indeed.
Got to watch out when those two are on the ice, but starting to see the D pairings get involved as well. Jones, Witt making the plays along that blue line. Puck's dropped. Moose come away with it in the offensive zone. Trying to get the sticks on the pucks, both sides. Johnson tries to get it clear. Kept in for a moment and cleared out. That one's going to get past the skate of Jones, and Jonah Bowden skating downhill hard into this one. Wins the race into the corner. Almost potentially could have drawn a penalty there. Tries a wraparound pass. Now Jennifer Burnett takes a shot. That one gets blocked with a stick. Makes a good play to stop the break of McLovin along that blue line. Senior Mocs keep this one in. A shot by Johnson. Another shot. That one saved by Newmeyer. Lopez down from his knees and gets a shot to the slot. Now Russell with it. Pressure by Godfrey sends it towards the net. Back to the left of Newmeyer. Johnson sends it up the boards. Gobar there. Kept in by the Senior Mocs. Shot by Bowden. That's blocked by McLovin off the ankle. Bowden passed to the slot, didn't get there for Johnson, but Lopez winds up, he shoots, that one goes wide. Maybe off the leg of Steven or caught the pad of Newmeyer. Had a prime shot there in the slot.
Yeah, this line putting on tons of pressure at the moment.
And now it looks like the Moose are going to release some of that pressure. Jones and Godfrey up the other way. Jones a shot. King Louis gets a stick on that one, pushes it to the corner. Godfrey there. Tries to pass it back, but Moose kind of in the middle of a change. Russell to Ben Johnson. That one's going to be cleared out of the zone. Bowden's going to go off forward change instead of pushing on the forecheck. Now Craig with the touch. Chips it up the boards. Now skating it up are the senior Mocs. Taken away, good stick there by Craig. Now a chance for Witt, who tries to split the defense, not overskates the puck. Maybe the pressure from Russell and Brandt just forced the skate over there. Now Witt comes away with it. Has some time to skate. Gets a pass off. A shot! That one saved by King Louis. Looking for it. Now the senior Mocs is going to get out the other way. Deion Brown and Craig colliding there, but Brandt comes away with it. Brandt just shot. That one goes wide. .324 left to go. Now a chance for the Moose. Barley forced out wide by Brandt. Tried to turn and get a pass. Still battling down low for the puck. Comes away with the pass to the slot. Brandt's there, but not able to fully clear it. Witt was trying to turn there. And now downtown Deion Brown wins the race, but Craig comes away with the puck. Kept in by free agent, tipped into the corner. Craig wraps it around the boards to Regretzky. Who's sitting a blue line. A shot! That one in the skates of Deion Brown. Not able to fire it into the empty net. 2:43 left to go. Witt with it. Slows it down. Looks for a pass. Out of the reach of McLovin, but we're going to see no icing. Is clearly going to win the race there. Has a trailer. Overskates it. Now trying to angle off Brandt. Slowing it down, looking for a pass. Pass out to the point. That one's shot there by Jones.
Nice block there from downtown Deion Brown.
Now skating on the backhand. Now a little grabbing maybe of the stick there. Ref's letting that one go. Letting him play. It's Bill Barra with it. Cross ice pass to Godfrey. That one's onside. Godfrey drives in on the backhand. A shot. That one's saved by King Louis, and he'll get a whistle. Had to stay poised there, but what a pass from Bill Barra.
Yeah, and that was a nice move, too. Nice little nifty move to the backhand from Godfrey. And like you said, King Louis up to the task, makes that save, and this remains a one-goal game.
So we're going to get set for the puck drop to the right of King Louis. Godfrey still out there, seeing McLovin out there once again. Not able to keep it in. We're the Moose. Steven battling back for it, pressured by Jonah Bowden. Lopez out there with him. And we're going to get a whistle for an offside. It's like Lopez not able to keep the skate down.
Yeah, he was jumping up a little bit, and Bowden was moving to his left. And so, I've talked about it all the time when there's an offside play. You got to get into the zone and then move laterally. But we'll get a face-off to the outside of the Moose zone.
There's a lot of skill on both of these rosters, but skill doesn't matter when you're making toe drag moves along the blue line. It's going to be an offside every single time. As Mocs come away with it. Russell at the point. Takes a shot. Neumeyer makes a save. Jose Lopez looking for his second of the game.
Yeah, every time this line is out on the ice for the senior Mocs, they're spending all of that time in the offensive end. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Mocs get another one. And as that puck is played around the boards, now Godfrey with it once again. He's been all over the ice, takes it through the middle. Driving wide on the backhand. Puck goes into the corner, tries to spin it in front, and Bowden was on him. Kept in the zone. Puck along the half wall, finally does get out. Lopez there trying to find it. Now he does, as we'll get a stoppage of play as a Moose player is down. So we'll step aside for a moment, make sure he's okay. right, everyone's all good. I'm trying to read the nameplate on the back of that jersey for number 71. Cannot tell what that does read. I saw 408 in there. So we got 20.8 to go here in the second period. This game's flying by. Face off just outside the senior Mocs zone. Face off won by Ben Johnson, but it's taken away by McLovin. He plays it to the front of the net. And a good stick there from Russell. 12 to go. Jones will play that back in. Delayed offside, played back outside of the zone by Johnson. Steven played that to the boards. Bowden trying to pick that one up as time will expire. As no score in the second period, the senior Mocs still lead 1-0 after the early goal from Jose Lopez. As we'll head down to ringside with Gavin Coker. And he'll get Jose Lopez for an interview. So let's go down to Gavin.
Down here with Craig. You scored the only goal of the game so far. How are you feeling?
Good, man. Lifelong goalie, first couple games. Nice couple goals. Feels good.
Yeah,
it's fun
feels good.
On this side of it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not avoiding pucks, but putting them in the back of the net. What are you guys trying to do to hold this lead going into the third?
Solid defense, working with some of the guys on making sure we're in position. For the most part, just get pucks deep. Keep going.
Yeah, appreciate you joining me. Good luck in the third period.
As you heard there, that was Jose Lopez with Gavin Coker down at ice level as Gavin will make his way back up to the booth. And you heard that too. Jose Lopez, former goalie, switching out to player. That's not an easy thing to do. And seems like he's doing pretty well for himself. You mentioned the goal early on in the first period, but it's been a back and forth game. It's been a tight one. Haven't seen too much defensive breakdown on either side. So this will be a good one going into the third, Gavin.
Yeah, and that's Craig Christie. He has 2 goals now on the season. Got one early in this one. And, you know, I'm a fan for hockey cliches. Hit me with them when I asked what the keys to success were in the third period. Pucks in deep, good defense. I'm all for it. If I was answering the questions, that's the way I would have answered them.
You just needed a couple more you-knows and obviously's in there. That would have been a perfect hockey interview.
Absolutely, but that's what makes this fun. You get those interviews. You get the hockeyisms. It's great, and that's what I love about coming out here. As looks like our producer and Karen Woman are dabbing up here. Haven't seen that since 2019, but Lena Kay, Chloe Coker up here with us in the booth. We're just dabbing at each other if you want to know what's going on in the Southern Hockey Network booth on a Friday night. And now I'm not quite sure what they're doing. You're lucky it's off camera as you're focused on the ice here. Senior Mocs up with 1-0. Still 12 minutes left to go. The Moose putting on some momentum. Got some fans here in the stand at the Polk Athletic Complex down to our right, taking on some late night hockey.
And I got to mention too, this is my first time at the newly rebranded Polk Athletic Complex. So it's, and you know, just so everyone hears it from me, I just have to say it's awesome that they've gotten this place back up and running again. It's awesome to see all the hockey going on. And I can't wait to see all the hockey going on in the future too.
There's going to be plenty of it. Maybe we'll convince Noah to trade Space Coast Beer League for Beer League here at the Polk Athletic Complex. It's a 2-hour drive, but you can make it for 10 p.m. at night during the week, or maybe even a Sunday game, Noah. Come back to your roots.
Maybe I saw that game on Monday night with all the college players.
There's now downtown Dion Brown back in. He scores! What a play there by downtown Dion Brown. If you had him scoring a goal on your bingo card, go ahead and stamp it off. Maybe we're going to have to start doing beer league bingo here on the Southern Hockey Network.
And Gavin, you weren't looking, but he just hit the ride the stick celly.
And we're going to have to, you'll probably see that on the Southern Hockey Network socials.
We'll have to see if that beats Hunter Slapshot, Heartbreaker Benoit Rice.
I'm proud of you for remembering that name. That's a long one to remember. There's now a 2-goal lead for the senior Mocs. You can tell Noah's been doing his homework, catching up, preparing for this Friday night matchups. As Witt back for it. I said it in interviews and I'll say it again. You don't stop downtown Dion Brown. You just try to contain him.
Yeah, that was a really nice backhand shot. Would have thought that was Patrick Kane out there putting that one top shelf.
Maybe it's time for showtime downtown Dion Brown if you want to add some nicknames on. Sparley a shot on to Ortiz who makes a save. Now with it, drives a shot, and that one's saved by King Louis Ortiz with the glove. And what a turnaround from the first game of the season. Saw him make a save and stay in the butterfly for over 2 minutes, but not that way tonight. Real active out there with the glove. Got the team on his back, but also the team playing some great defense in front of him, and he credited them with a lot of strong defense in that win versus the Ugly Pucklings earlier this week.
Yeah, and you mentioned staying in the butterfly. Maybe legs are feeling good today. They say legs feed the wolf, so.
I haven't heard that, but I'm going to trust it. You've been around hockey a lot longer than me. As that one in on Ortiz, he's diving for it. It's still loose and somehow able to reach out and pull that one in. Look like hungry hippos out there. See, he was able to get that puck. And now we're hearing a little bit of maybe some chirping from the senior Mocs bench. Not quite sure if that was chirping or just some friendly conversation. Senior Mocs trying to move it up and out of the zone. Now Jonah Bowden, he'll shoot. Where is that puck? Neumeyer's looking for it. It stays out. Maybe thought it caught the water bottle on top of the net.
Good job by all the players from the Moose getting back, and they were able to clear that puck.
Especially, it's hard when your goalie doesn't know where it is, so it's about playing team defense, helping the goalie keep it out of the back of the net. Sometimes the defense becomes the goaltender, and that was an example of it there. So that one flipped over Jason Cribb's head, had to duck for that one. Good thing he's wearing a helmet out there. Trade the goalie pads for stripes.
Well, yeah, and you never know with the half shield too. He's used to the goalie mask.
A lot more protected under that, but out there and has reffed a couple games this week for the PAC Adult Hockey League. It's now the Moose, McLovin and Godfrey trying to get back into this one. A pass to Godfrey and not able to get the shot away. What a play by Jennifer Burnett.
Yeah, it looked like kind of got Godfrey buckled a little bit, and he wasn't able to quite get that one into the back of the net as we get an icing call.
And you can tally it up. If I've said Jennifer Burnett on the defensive end making a strong play a couple times in this game, has done a good job back there. And the last game for the senior Mocs was out there with Sarah Hancock, running that blue line pairing, did a good job in that 4-1 win and continuing to show that tonight.
Yeah, I think what I've noticed too is like those plays that are going towards the front of the net, you just have to get in the way of the forwards, and she's done just that in pretty much every single instance out here tonight.
There's a shot in on Ortiz. Russell was trying to move the puck up the ice, and it caught Burnett in the skate. And now a chance for Craig Christie. He's got 2 goals on the season. A good pass there, but out of the reach of Ben Johnson. And Johnson going to slide into Witt there, and he's going to be leaning on him, trying to stay on his feet. It's all about the love of the game and sportsmanship, and that was an example of it right there. It's Burnett a shot towards the net. Cleared out by Witt. Now trying to skate it up. Gets past Burnett. A stretch pass for Brerle. Turns, spinorama, a pass, and fanning on the shot. That was Carmack, but trying to get to Witt. Jonah Bowden takes it away.
Yeah, it was a good look there by
Senior
Barely.
Mocs gonna clear it. Deion Brown fresh off the bench. Maybe looks like a bit of cherry picking there. Forced out wide. Looking for a pass. Gets it to the slot, but Witt was there. Gets it between Russell's legs out of the zone. And we're going to see the ref's arm up. We're going to get a delayed penalty. That one going to be against the Mocs. Maybe a high stick. An immediate sorry from the perpetrator of that penalty is now a shot. That one back behind the net. And we're going to see the whistle. Thought maybe Newmeyer was going to head to the box. We are going to see the high sticking penalty. Knew they were guilty right as it happened. Caught Carmack in the face, said he's sorry, and now he's headed to the box.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an inadvertent play. No harm in that one.
Sometimes you're trying to play the puck, stick gets away from you, and King Louis taking a breather back there before what'll be the third power play of the game for the Moose. Looking to get one here.
Yeah, and these are the late stages of the game. So, some of these players getting tired now as it's late in the game.
The shot, and King Louis tracking that one with the save.
So you just got to find that second gear as time winds down in this one.
Both teams with relatively similar sized benches tonight.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Seen some disparity in bench sizes, whether it's just availability, but both teams with very, very similar bench sizes, so you can start to see the fatigue on both sides late in this one as Moose holding in the zone. Godfrey battling against Russell. Gets it to McLovin, who tries to drop it back to Godfrey. Sent around the boards by Burnett. Out to Witt. Witt passes it down low to McLovin. Passes it back to Witt. Driving in on the back end. He shoots. That one goes wide. Got to try to get that one on the forehand and get a good shot away.
Yeah, Witt's had a really strong game. He's looking for a change, but needs to make a play with the puck first. But yeah, Witt's been all over the ice, I feel like. You said his name a bunch.
He's done a good job creating opportunity, breaking into the zone. Just hasn't been able to find passes and get the finishes, and that's what's the difference in this game for the Moose. Is that pass to the slot. King Louis ready for that one. A shot by Barra. That one rolls back behind. Senior Mocs going to clear it around the boards, but not out. Craig fires it. Deion Brown gets a stick on that. Bounces out of the zone. Moose have to touch up. 45 left to go. Pass across. Jones to McLovin. McLovin with a good stick move there. Driving downhill. Russell tried to block that one. Pass to the slot. Louis with the save. So now McLovin still with it. Pass down low. McLovin tries to get a pass, a sharp angled pass. And back behind the net to Godfrey. Craig keeps it in. Some good pressure by the Moose. Now pass to the slot. Godfrey, Louis a save, and it's in! The McLovin and Godfrey connection finally breaks the scoring drought. They get one, and they're back into this game with 5:35 left to go.
Yeah, you said it, Gavin. Godfrey finally breaks through. He's had chances all game long, and he finds himself all alone in the slot. And a quick release there as that puck comes to him, and that squeaks through Luis Ortiz. And this is a new game. It's a one-goal game.
I always say 2 goals is the most dangerous lead in hockey. Sometimes you hear it 3. I think it's 2. Because 1 goal gives the team momentum. They know they're down by 1, and it's that easy to get back into a game when you're only down by 1 goal. They take advantage of the third power play of the game, and now they're within 1. Mocs trying to get into the zone. Top line out there. Craig Christie, Ben Johnson, Jonah Bowden. Now tied up back behind. Looks like Craig Christie took a fall there, and Jason Cribbs showing off maybe a Olympic sport action there. Track and field with the hurdle over the puck there. Now sent around the boards by Brandt out of the zone. Private center ice. Jonah Bowden's going to take it from Steven. But Witt fresh off the bench. A shot, and that one's going to go wide. Looks like Newmeyer got a piece of that. 4:45 left to go. And now Carmack dumps it into the zone. And now Christie with Bowden. And what a defensive play by Carmack, but Christie from his knees, and Carmack taking a spill back behind the net. Lost his stick. Moose up the other way. Good touch pass. Craig's going to skate into it. And now Craig's going to take a spill. Loses the puck there. Comes out of the zone. Christie now 1-on-2, slowing things down, looking for a pass to Bowden, taken away by Witt. Witt tries to get it up the ice. Christie was trying to send Bowden there, but Witt recognized the play, got back defensively. He's now going to skate it up through neutral ice. Gets the pass to Godfrey, who has the goal in this one for the Moose. Loses it, comes out to Regreski, who tries to clear from the zone and able to get it out. Now Ryan Craig sends it up the boards, tied up. Ben Johnson and Godfrey battling down low right below us. Johnson comes away with it, but flips it to McLovin. McLovin gets the pass to Godfrey. Johnson got the stick in the lane, but not able to break that one up. Now far side center ice. McLovin comes away with it. Passes it to Witt. He's got some speed. He's going to try to split the defense. Drops it off to Godfrey. Dived into the corner by Brandt. Still down low, battling for it. Brandt comes away with it. He's going to try to get the clear. Gets it up the boards, but not past Craig, who takes a shot. That one's blocked in front. And now shot by Witt. That one goes back wide of the net. Now Brandt with it. He's going to try to flip this one out of the Mocs zone and just get some fresh legs. Chips it up the boards. Smart play there by Brandt. Now McLovin skating it up through center ice. Starting to see the Moose with some confidence. King Louis down and passes the slot. Godfrey fans on it, but Barr's out there. He shoots. That one goes wide.
Almost. That was a great look from Barra.
Good positioning as well. Sat in that high slot area as that one goes towards the net. Godfrey not able to redirect it. Long defensive shift for the senior Mocs, not able to get fresh legs out there with 2 minutes left to go. Have to wonder if we might see Newmeyer as that one rolls in on King Louis, and a little tap on the glove there by McLovin, looking for some loose change.
Yeah, good push here from the Moose in the final minutes. You just said it, 2 minutes to go in this one. And we'll get a change. That line was out there for a while.
So 1:55 left to go.
Yeah, the Moose taking a timeout.
So they're going to try to draw something up, and we see a senior Moc just laying down, and you can see King Louis giving him the, trying to get the heart going with the stick there. So Moose going to take this timeout, try to draw one up, and got a player down on the ice, and see some slashing going on there. It's all in good fun, just trying to make sure we don't need to call the medical staff. Pretty sure they're okay. If anything serious was going on, we would definitely have the training staff get out here.
I mean, why not? You got about a minute break here. I think the Moose are also trying to catch their breath. I think they want to send that line back out there.
And we're going to see, that was Russell, who was not quite sure if he was taking a nap, just resting the legs. But regardless, back on his feet as the Moose are going to end their timeout, draw up a play. Newmeyer still in between the pipes, so no goalie pulled quite yet. Got to wonder if we're going to see goalie pulled. Goal differential does matter for the playoffs if it comes down to some tiebreakers. So big spot for the Moose. They win the faceoff. They're going to keep it in the zone. Now Russell, who was taking the nap on the ice, is back up, ready to go.
He's rested, energized.
That timeout was like those kindergarten naps you used to take on the blue and red mat when they stick to your face. Those are those good kind of naps. There's a shot gloved down by Russell. Trying to clear it out of the zone. 1:30 left to go. Russell up the other way.
You can see he's flying now.
I told you, it's one of those good kind of naps. The ice is nice and cool here at the Polk Athletic Complex. As now McLevin comes away with it. A pass up. Jennifer Burnett locking it down in the senior Mocs defensive zone. Godfrey with it. Newmeyer still between the pipes, but a little further up in that crease. He's looking towards the bench, waiting for the call. Under a minute left to go. He's creeping out. We're going to see if he's going to go. Holding back because looks like Bowden's going to come away with it, but Witt driving downhill. Gets the pass. They're looking, and the goalie's pulled. It's towards the net, and it just goes wide. And we're going to see an icing called.
I'd love to see Witt take a shot there. He was all alone in the slot. But an unselfish play, though, trying to find Godfrey. It was kind of a 3-on-1 in front of the net.
So now we're going to see some 6-on-5 action for the Moose. You could hear the Moose calling for Brett, and Craig kind of sitting along that red line out at center ice, watching for maybe a face-off win and a shot. Moose come away with it. Jonah Bowden tried to take it up the ice, but got caught in the skates of McLevin, and Mocs not able to get it out. What an effort by McLevin. It's tied up in Jonah Bowden's sticks, kept in. Witt with it, gets a pass away. Still loose. Craig Christie was trying to flip it out of the zone. 23 left to go. Shot in front. It's loose in front. Not able to get the clear. Witt with it. Craig, 15 seconds, a shot, and King Louis gets a glove and a whistle. 11 seconds left to go. It's do or die for the Moose. Been controlling this momentum so far with the 6-on-5. Looking to tie this one up and force an OT.
That was a great look from Craig. Good pass over from Witt, and he had room, like you said, Ortiz.
Craig shoots. That one blocked off of Christie. Making those goalie plays even though he's on the offense. The clock hasn't even started, so extra time. A shot by McLevin, saved by King Louis. You have to wonder, are they just going to run the rest off the... They never started the clock. We're going to talk this one over. Officials talking it over. Looks like the senior Mocs are going to hold on. The clock never stopped, and that probably would have done it. Just stayed out the 11 seconds after that puck drop. So senior Mocs going to get the win in this one. Looks like the scoreboard wasn't working for a second there, but senior Mocs going to take the first game of this Friday night doubleheader. Be their second win in a row. You can see Craig Christie on your screen getting ready for the handshake line, shaking that hand, blocked a shot. Mentioned he's a goalie. Normally he's been scoring goals for the senior Mocs, but made a big play there as they're going to take this one.
Yeah, an exciting game to start out this Friday night. Lots of back and forth action.
We've got another one set in store. You got the Warthogs getting ready to take on the Ugly Pucklings. Warthogs 1-0 on the season, had a 7-4 win versus Senior Mocs. Ugly Pucklings 1-1, 4-1 loss to the Senior Mocs in their last game, so looking to get ready to go. And you can see both teams talking over with the officials. Thank you so much for joining us for the first game as the Senior Mocs win this one 2-1 versus the Moose here on the Southern Hockey Network.